Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brandon Wynn, and this is Critical Failure. So I just finished my guitar video for yesterday that I'm finally getting caught up on, and I'm on today's video because I uploaded, I think, the correct amount of videos. I was supposed to do this one yesterday, but I was just too damn exhausted because I was running all over the place doing a lot of traveling, and I have work tomorrow, so I actually have to try and get a guitar video done for later. I'll probably just try to sit down and write a little bit more for my song. Sorry if you watched that. It'll probably be like on acoustic because I want to do an acoustic solo. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys watching my channel, this one, because I definitely want to go get Ed and do a video, but sadly I think he's busy today. And I tried yesterday, but he was working when I was not busy at the time. But yeah, things happen. I'm definitely still trying to see him. I'm pretty sure we could do a video the 14th. We will be seeing each other then to go see, if we definitely go, we're going to go see Gojira, Slipknot, not my most favorite band, Behemoth, that's a good-ass band, and who is it? Oh, fuck. Gojira, him, Slipknot, and Volbeat. I'm really excited to see Volbeat, but we're going to do that concert August 14th. I'm really fucking excited. I am seeing them instead of missing instead of going to the Lynchburg concert that's featuring Crown the Empire, Attila, and Veil of Maya. I really want to see Veil of Maya because I've been into Veil of Maya for years, but I mean, I don't have like $300 that I can just fucking drop. But yeah, guys, to get into the video, we're on the Demon Lord Yeenoghu. Yeah, it's Yeenoghu just reminds me of a fucking hyena, which I'm pretty sure he's made after, that is bipedal, and he carries a 3 fucking pronged flail, just 3 balls. I forgot what it's called, but Yeenoghu is the beast of butchery. I call him Hyena Face. He appears as a great battle-scarred gnoll, towering 14 feet tall, taller than some demons. Yeenoghu is a gnoll lord, and his creations are made of his twisted image. I'll show you a picture of him. He actually looks pretty goddamn cool. I'm pretty sure if I saw this thing in my fucking sleep paralysis, I wouldn't be able to call it ugly like I've had in real situations. When the Demon Lord hunted across the material plane, yeah, I said hunted. I thought I said hunts. Packs of hyena follows in its wake. Basically, what happens is, like, he kills and eats things, or just kills things, and the hyenas just eat and eat and eat whatever he kills, and then they just turn into gnolls. Like, their bodies go grotesque, and they become humanoid, and that's how you become a gnoll. I always wanted to become, like, in a character, like, a good gnoll. Like, I thought that'd be really fucking cool, but everyone fucking shot that idea down. But I thought it would be really cool to have a good gnoll who does killings for Yeenoghu, but in a good manner. Like, he's chaotic evil as fuck, but he tries to be good and stuff like that. I thought that'd be real cool. But very few humanoids fucking worship the beast of butchery, but those who do tend to try to look like a gnoll. They sharpen their teeth, they get pointy ears, and that's weird. And they walk hunched over. I need to stop that as talking about it. Yeenoghu wants nothing more than slaughter and senseless destruction. The gnolls are his instruments of war, and he drives them to do his even greater atrocities in his name. He takes pleasure in causing fear before death, and he sows sorrow and despair through destroying beloved things. He doesn't parlay. To meet him is to do battle with him unless he becomes bored. The Beast of Butchery has a long rivalry with Baphomet, the Horned King. The 2 Devil Lords and their followers attack one another on sight. That's really fucking cool. I forgot that. It's just like, holy shit. Why are they at war? They're basically the same fucking ideology. And it's just like, they attack each other on sight. In my opinion, I would have had them working together, but nothing I can do about that. But I think that's really fucking cool. So, yeah. They attack each other on sight. I would definitely use that as a good stage of if you have like a demon taking over the fucking kingdom or whatever you want to call it, that these two battle very often. And I think it's really cool. Yeenoghu was covered in matted fur and taut leathery hide, his face like a grinning predator's skull. Patchwork armor made of discarded shields and breastplates is lashed around his body with heavy chains, decorated by flayed skin of his foes. He wields a triple-headed flail called the Butcher, which, wow, fucking so original, that he can summon to his hand at will, though he likes to tear his fucking prey apart with his bare hand before ripping out its throat with his teeth. He is an animal. Yeenoghu's Lair. Wow, a lot of good videos are coming out on YouTube. Fucking Become the Night, good prog versus bad prog. I'm not even lying. Like, I got 3 YouTube notifications all within the last 3 minutes. I think 2 of them were Because Science. No, one was Because Science and one was Core Ross. So, Siege. I thought 2 of them were different. My bad. I need to change this fucking lighting. Hold on. I just have like a weird shadow on my face. There's nothing I can do. Hold on. That just creates a harsher lighting. But Yeenoghu's lair in the abyss is called the Death of Dells. Its barren hills and ravines serving as one great hunting ground. He's Hircine from Skyrim, where he pursues captured mortals in a cruel game. Yeenoghu's lair is a place of blood and death, populated by gnolls, hyenas, and ghouls, and there are few structures of signs of civilization on his lair of the abyss. Can you imagine just being a good gnoll and you just walk up and all the other gnolls are like, you're a piece of crap. Just for no reason, just because you don't kill absolutely everything. His lair actions on the initiative count of 20, losing initiative ties. Yeenoghu can take a lair action, and it takes one of the following effects, but can't use the same effect twice, 2 rounds in a row. 1. Yeenoghu causes an iron spike 5 feet tall and 1 inch in diameter to burst from the ground at a point he can see within 100 feet of him. That's really fucking cool. Just fucking Full Metal Alchemist. Any creature in the space where the spike emerges must make a DC 24 dexterity save. On a failed save, the creature takes 2768 piercing damage and is restrained by being impaled on the spike. Creature can use an action to remove itself or a creature it can reach from the spike, ending the restrained condition. That is really fucking terrifying. And then another one. Each gnoll or hyena that Yeenoghu can see can use its reaction to move up to its speed. Really cool. And then the last one. Until the next initiative count of 20, all gnolls and hyenas with the lair are enraged, causing them to have advantage on melee attack rolls and causing attack rolls to have advantage against them. I think that's called Reckless. Regional effects. This is really cool. While within 1 mile of the lair, large iron spikes grow out of the bodies and stone surfaces. Yeenoghu impales the bodies of the slain on these spikes. That's really fucking cool. Predatory beasts within 6 miles of the lair become unusually savage, killing far more than they need for food. Carcasses of prey are left to rot in an unnatural display of wasteful slaughter. It's like a cow is just like left sprawled, and it's just like, that's really cool. I feel like even humanoids would do that. I feel like because they are predatory, we are predators as humans. If a humanoid spends at least 1 hour within 1 mile of the lair, the creature must succeed a DC 17 Wisdom save, or be descend into the madness of Yeenoghu. Obviously, if you succeed, you don't get affected for 24 hours. These madness charts are just really fucking bothering me now. The chart is as follows. It's last until cured. It's the flaws. 1 through 20. I get caught up in the flow of anger and try to stoke others around me, informing in an angry mob. I mean, that's everyone. 21 through 40. The flesh of intelligent creatures is delicious. I don't get that one. Cannibalism. 41 through 60. I rail against the laws and custom of civilization, tempted to return to a more primitive time. Baphomet. 61 through 80. I hunger for deaths of others, and am constantly starting fights in hopes of seeing bloodshed. Barbarians. 80 through 100. I keep trophies from the bodies I have slain, turning them into adornments. I mean, that's trophy hunting. Yeenoghu. His stats are as follows. He's a huge fiend, demon, and a chaotic evil to a boot. He has a natural AC of 20, an average of 333 hit points. It's 23d12 plus 184. His movement speed is 50. He has a strength of 29 plus 9, a dexterity of 16 plus 3, constitution of 23 plus 8, intelligence of 15 plus 3, wisdom of 24 plus 7, and a charisma of 15 plus 2. His saving throws that he's proficient in are as follows. Dexterity plus 10, constitution 15, wisdom plus 14. His proficient skills are intimidation plus 9 and perception plus 14. I would say use strength for that. So yeah. So he has a +7 for his proficiency bonus because, yeah. Damage resistances to cold, fire, and lightning. Yeah, I would say this is one of the few that actually makes sense not to have a necrotic and acid. Damage immunities against poisoned, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing of non-magical weapons, +3. And then condition immunities against charmed, exhausted, frightened, and poisoned. He has true sight up to 120 feet and passive perception 24. He will see you. He speaks all languages and has telepathy up to 120 feet. He's a challenge rating of 24 and is 62,000 XP. He has innate spellcasting with charisma being his spell ability and a DC 17. It's a +9 to hit for spell attacks, and he can cast the following spells with no materials. Detect magic at will, 3 times a day dispel magic, fear, and invisibility, and once a day teleport. He has legendary resistance, and magic weapons. Legendary resistance, if he fails a saving throw, he can choose to pass it 3 times a day. Magic resistance, if you cast a spell or any other magical effect, he has advantage against the save. And magic weapons, any melee weapon attacks he has, they will be considered magical. And then he has an ability called Rampage. When Yeenoghu reduces a creature's hit points to 0 with a melee attack on his turn, Yeenoghu can take a bonus action to move up half his speed and make a bite attack. Really useful. I definitely advise doing that as a DM. He has multi-attack, which he can make 3 flail attacks. In an attack hits, it can cause an additional effect of his choice at random. Each effect can be chosen only once per multi-attack. One thing is the attack deals an extra 13 2d12 bludgeoning damage. The target must succeed a DC 17 Constitution save, or be paralyzed until the start of Yeenoghu's next turn, or the target must succeed a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw or be affected by the Confusion spell until the start of Yeenoghu's next turn. That's of the 3 of his flail attack. And he can do 3 attacks, meaning he can hit you with them all. I believe that's what that means. The flail. It's a melee weapon attack, +16 to hit, reach of 15 feet. It's 1 target only. It does 15, 1d12 +9 bludgeoning damage. It's like one of the few ones that I actually agree with having like no additional. And then a bite. It's +16 to hit, reach 10 feet, 1 target, 1d10 +9 piercing damage. And he has legendary actions, 3 of them. They are as follows. Charge. He moves up to his movement speed. Swat away. Yeenoghu makes a flail attack. If the attack hits, the target must succeed a DC 24 strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet back in a straight line from Yeenoghu. If the saving throw fails, it's 5 more feet and the target falls prone. And then Savage. It costs 2 actions. Yeenoghu makes a bite attack against each creature within 10 feet of him. That is awesome, and that costs 2 actions. And remember that he can do this at any random turn other than his own. So it could be another Knowles, it could be party members, and it's crazy. Yeenoghu just seems like a really cool demon lord in my opinion. He's like Baphomet. I really like the idea of just destroying civilization and stuff like that. And this is definitely one of the characters that I've wanted to like worship as a character. I think it would be really cool. But yeah, that's all on Yeenoghu. I know the next one is Zugtmoy. Zugtmatoy is how I call her name, so I will mess that up. But thank you so much. Please leave a like and subscribe as I bring you more D&D content in the future. Like I said, I'm really trying to bring Ed back into this. It's kind of hard doing all that, but I really do appreciate you guys bearing with me as I'm kind of having to do this solo. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. See ya.